I'm joining, I'm joining, I'm joining. My God.
Speak of the devil, and he shall appear.
Yeah. Versus working document.
Same place it is every week, Glenn.
Hello, my friends.
Thank you for joining us for the PEBCAK Podcast, a weekly information security show featuring some all-around good people. It is week 27 of 2025. I'm Chris Louie, and still waiting for it to feel like summer. With me, we do not have our co-host, the Hot Dad, who is currently at a music festival. And we have Glenn Medina after a few week break. Welcome back, Glenn.
Hey, thanks. Happy to be back. And I don't understand why you think you're not getting summer, because if you would just live outside of San Francisco, every place else is pretty warm.
That's what I'm told. I wouldn't know because it's 60 degrees right now here.
Yeah, that's crazy. How is that possible? Like, it's been pool weather over here for quite some time.
Yeah.
So, not that I've been able to jump in the pool, but yeah.
Been sending us plenty
nice.
of feet pictures to prove it.
That's it. You like those pictures. You dig them. Vic's the one with the foot fetish, so
I know.
yeah.
Like you could start charging him for those.
I should. I imagine my feet being somewhere like OnlyFans for Glenn feet pics, right? So
I have a full library of them. I've been saving
yeah.
them, Glenn.
He's got to resell those.
That's it.
Our guest this week is the returning Victor DeLuca. Happy Canada Day. I think it's been 15 episodes since we've had Victor on. He's just been so busy with work to come onto the show and do the pod with us, but glad to have you back.
Oh yeah, and it's kind of ironic now that it's been it's Canada Day, and well, it's not today, but it was, and Brian is in Canada, so I think he's made his choice.
He made his choice.
It's crazy that he's a concert over there, right? So
Yeah.
He's at the Stampede. Yeah.
Looks like a lot of people.
Why aren't you there, Vic? Not your thing?
Just no reason to be there. But it's crazy. It's 10 days of horses and concerts and drinking and eating waffles and stuff. It's crazy.
So it's
COVID
like
super
Lollapalooza.
spreader event.
Yeah.
Just when I thought like COVID was done, because I hadn't heard anyone catching it for quite a while, then a buddy of mine and his kid just caught it. So it's still alive and well somewhere.
Yeah, new variant.
Yeah, always a new variant. Combined, we have decades of information security experience, and here not just to educate, but to entertain. We've got 4 awesome stories for this week, so sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. This week, we're going to talk about a new and convincing phishing campaign, an insane ROI for a hacking group. For our third topic, hacking your customer is not a good business strategy, and close with cruise talk.
Cruise talk.
Cruise talk. Yeah, Victor spawned something in the group chat. I'm like, this will be a good topic to talk about.
All right, let's go.
For our first topic, this will be our cryptocurrency story of the week. I got an email from Ledger this week, and Ledger is the maker of a hardware cryptocurrency wallet where people can securely store their crypto tokens, saying that due to the rise of quantum computing, the current algorithms protecting our cryptocurrency wallets are no longer sufficient, and users are reporting that their cryptocurrency is going missing. It sounds fairly convincing because there are news reports about RSA being broken due to quantum computing, so it lends just enough legitimacy and places the right amount of urgency on the user. In order to protect your funds, the email instructs a user to install a one-time update to the device, which will update it to PQC, or post-quantum cryptography.
Sounds like a fish. Looks like a fish.
The URL used in the attack campaign was myledger-dashboard.com, so another convincing phishing link. To the uninitiated, it might have worked. I'm guessing our listeners are smart enough to see all the telltale signs that I spotted. First, the email addressed me as, quote, "Dear user." Most legitimate companies have your name, so they will always address you by your name. Next, quantum computing is nowhere near capable of breaking any modern cryptographic algorithm, so your wallets are safe for now. And third, the domain is a dead giveaway. That's not the actual Ledger website. All in all, A for effort, but falls short of fooling Chris Louis.
Did you almost click it though? Did
No,
you like?
I sent
It
it.
said crypto.
I sent it to browser isolation, so I was curious to see what URL it would lead me to.
Nice. What did it end up referring at the end? Was it my ledger dashboard, or did it go someplace else?
It was that one. It was a SendGrid link, so it was obfuscated, so you had to kind of follow the links there and then deconstruct it. But yeah, the end URL is myledger-dashboard.com, and it instructs you to download the software patch. Of course, the quote software patch is going to be malware. It's an info stealer, most likely that would steal your private keys on your computer or keylogger.
That's if you were to change your private keys at that time, right? Is that what it's asking for?
Yeah, typically
to simulate that.
A lot of the Ledger phishing hacks will install software. It'll be an info seal, and it'll say, "Oh, to transfer your wallet or to upgrade your security, I need you to enter your 12-word or 24-word seed phrase," and then that would get sent off to the attackers.
You should just do it on a dummy machine and just push in a whole bunch of fake names or fake information.
Fake data.
See what you get back. Yeah, fake data. See if they respond back saying, that did not work. Can you try that again?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Right.
And kind of lead them on, right? So
yeah.
you should tell them, hey, if you have quantum computing, you should be able to crack it anyways right now, right? So come on, what are you doing?
Well, they didn't get it from me, and I think within a couple hours the website was already taken down, so this is a very short-lived campaign.
Soon to be recycled again sometime.
Probably, yeah. I reported it to Ledger, so hopefully I don't know if they can fix it, but they can at least educate people that, quantum computer is not a thing. You're not going to lose your crypto because of quantum computing.
I keep getting emails from Amazon saying that there's a bunch of people posing as Amazon as well, and I'm like, duh, I know that already.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, same. We get emails from our banks that say don't fall prey to scams, but I guess it happens enough that they actually have to do it.
That doesn't happen to Canadian citizens, though, because the Canadian government is really good at protecting their citizens, right? So. Right.
Vic has no money to steal.
Yeah,
you got to break in a Victor's.
He's put it all in his. Is that it? He's put it all into his Legos back there. So
he's like $8. I did all this work for $8.
I don't need to protect
Canadian at that.
The government just keeps it for me. They tax me so much, they just keep it safe for me. But actually, guys, I have a question for you. I've never used a hardware ledger, so am I a dinosaur? I know my dad has one, but do you guys use a hardware crypto wallet type of like a ledger, or is it just me?
I'll confirm that I don't have one because I don't have crypto at all. I don't have much or any at all that would amount to anything worth stealing. So
you sell all, Glenn, after we lost
all
that money.
Yeah, I did. I converted it to something else, and it was like, this is the last time I do a big bet,
like a dirty government-owned currency, Glenn. You don't want to be
nothing like I sold it all and just went either ETH or Bitcoin.
Well, something a little more stable.
$200,000, right? So then it dropped when I did that. So I think I'm not even close to being where I'm supposed to be. So
it's always.
In fact, I'll tell you.
Yeah, if you have any money, any crypto worth stealing, you should definitely put in a hardware wallet, because you read about all these people and their hot
what's
wallets,
worth? Is $1,000 worth anything? So
well, it's relative, not for you, Glenn. You can find $1,000 between your couch cushions, but for me, maybe $1,000 might actually mean something.
Excuse me. So I'm back. I'm about 3/4 back to where I put my money in. So not bad.
All right, thanks, Brian, for that tip.
Yeah. No more none of that buying ish coins to see how things go. What I'll tell you, what I will do is Chris is kind of like E.F. Hutton. If Chris says to buy, you should buy at that point. Everybody should listen to Chris. Yeah.
That's why Brian doesn't believe me, because I'm always like, buy Bitcoin, buy BTC, buy Nvidia. And then he's like, you say that every week. And then sure enough, if I forgot, there was somebody did the math. They said if you bought like $100 worth of Bitcoin every single month since call it 2013, like you'd have like $50 million today or something. It was something crazy like that.
Yeah.
Like that's the power of dollar cost.
Yeah, dollar
averaging in.
cost.
Someone's $200 Bitcoin investment, when it was $3 a coin, is now what, a billionaire or something like that. Some ridiculous amount.
Yeah, it was. The person bought 15,000 worth in 2013. Never moved a single coin or a single satoshi, and then all of a sudden just cashed out for $1 billion.
Yeah. Oof.
Like that's the ultimate hodl.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I never got a hardware ledger. My dad has one or two, but I just honestly I have a notebook and I have a vault, and that's just how I keep my passphrases and everything.
Really?
Right, keys. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, as long as it's off.
So you're offline. You're doing offline wallets then.
Yeah, and online. I have like a vault that I keep online just in case. It's an encrypted vault. Like you could store passwords or you could store basically anything on it. So that's just how I've been doing this. But I realize a lot of people have ledgers. I think it's the new sexy thing. I just never shifted to that. So
who wants to buy $100 device to store
$100,000 worth of
your
crypto?
$100 investment? So I know I wouldn't. So
I'm going long on hardware crypto wallets.
So people actually got bit by that because they use these LastPass. LastPass has a secured notes feature, and then during the LastPass hack, they were able to decrypt the secure notes, and people have gotten their seed phrases stolen and their crypto stolen.
Ouch.
You have to really trust whatever secure vault you use that they won't get breached.
Yeah, I did half and half. So you can only get half if you decrypt the vault, which is kind of, I guess, my own security method.
There's a story, like, if you guys remember the Winklevoss twins from, the Facebook story, they started a crypto company, and I forgot if it was like the seed money or their cold storage. They broke up I guess, let's just say, for example, they have a 24-word seed phrase. They put like 2 words in each safe deposit box in 12 banks across the country, so that it'd be very hard to reconstruct it, but it'd also be very hard to steal it as well.
Yeah, no doubt.
That's crazy because no one's doing like safe deposit boxes are kind of going away these days.
They are.
Like,
but
imagine your
for the right amount of money,
you forget.
You'd be able to find one.
What happens if you're not checking your mail often? You're being told that your safe deposit box just went.
It's getting closed.
just got closed, or the bank that the bank that you're at closes itself, and so that you were told to remove it, but then you weren't around at that time. I just can imagine like stuff
being auctioned off your box.
Yeah, exactly.
Just get a storage locker on the side of the highway, dude.
Yeah.
Then you watch the Den of Thieves 2. Just got to go to like one of those diamond exchanges and put in a safe vault like that.
See, it's one of those, I watched the first 30 minutes, and if you can't get into it in the first 5, I just like turned it off.
That one was worth it. That's worth revisiting,
really?
I would say, yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Maybe I wasn't paying attention, but it didn't excite me in the first 30 minutes. So
Glenn has a very short attention span on things that excite him, apparently.
I do. Maybe because there weren't a lot of shorts inside there. So if it's this, if the scenes aren't 30 seconds or less, then I have a hard time. So
what's a Bailey? Nice Baileys there.
Do you have Baileys on your desk?
I don't have Baileys.
Yeah. It's alcohol.
Oh.
Where do you see it?
This is my latte.
Oh. Sure, Chris.
Yeah.
If that's how you get through your day and tell everybody, yeah, that's fine.
A sober coffee. Yeah, right. Non-alcoholic coffee for sure.
Well, he does have a $10,000 coffee machine though.
I have the Guy Marone special. If it's good enough for Guy, it's good enough for Chris.
Yeah.
For our second topic, do you guys know what ROI stands for?
Return on investment?
Radio on internet.
Okay.
You remember that joke from Silicon Valley?
No, I don't watch Silicon Valley.
Another one you have to get back into or revisit.
Really?
That's so good. It's especially you work. How can you, Vic? Have you seen Silicon Valley?
Not just a few episodes.
Like I don't know how you guys work in tech and not have seen this series at least.
Because we live it. We don't have to watch it if we live it.
Russ Hanneman, I think he's he's like the portrayal of Mark Cuban, because Mark Cuban, I think he sold MP3.com, and he's this like jerk billionaire guy, and the guy in the show, he's like ROI, radio on internet, because that was like the thing that he did. But anyways, not that ROI, but one hacking group got an enormous ROI, which is the correct one of return on investment, when they spent $920 to bribe an employee for their credentials, which led to a $140 million bank heist. Hackers stole nearly $140 million from 6 banks in Brazil by using that employee's stolen credential. Well, I guess they weren't stolen. They were borrowed, since the employee was a willing accomplice in this, from a company called CNM that offers financial connectivity solutions. The rogue employee was paid $920 for his access credentials and another about $1,800 to run some commands to grant the hacking group access to sensitive systems within CNM. Meanwhile, blockchain investigator Zach XBT wrote on Telegram that the attackers have already converted $30 to $40 million of the stolen money to cryptocurrency, such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, and USDT, the Tether. So that's the bad one. So of course they're converting it to Tether. One of the things I always teach our new hires is that you have to assume our customers are already compromised, and the only thing you can do is detect and respond. For CNM, they detected and responded just a little too late.
That's crazy. Like $2,700 for credentials and commands. I've seen on those Telegram group chats something like 15,000, 25,000 for credentials and not even running commands. So that I just feel bad for the employee. They got lowballed so bad.
Well, like the guy from Tesla was offered $1 million. Yeah, exactly. It's all relative.
It's relative, right? Yeah. It's relative. That guy probably made pennies, and for him, $920 is a lot.
Could have been life changing. He's started a new life somewhere else. He'll move to Uganda or Uruguay. And I'm the richest man here, right? $2,000.
Like the average person I think the average person in the Philippines makes like $3 a day. So 920, that's a lot of days.
You remember, do you guys watch Eurotrip? I know there's a lot of movie and TV references, but there's a scene in Eurotrip where this group of kids go to, I think it's Bratislava, and he's like, here's I'm going to tip you a nickel. It's like, I'm the richest man here. I'm going to start my own hotel.
I always make fun of my friend from Bratislava. He's Slovakian, and I tell him, you guys have nothing but the best car industry in the world. They just build cars. That's all they do in Bratislava.
Yeah.
It's nothing else. Building Audis and Volkswagen.
I mean, even let's say even if they had to bribe this guy for $50K, that's still a pretty good return if you can walk off with $140 million. I mean, that's how much they took, and apparently 30 to 40 is what they might walk away with because it's being laundered right now. But I mean, they're trying to freeze it on the blockchain. They're trying to find legitimate exchanges that will help them out, and then it's a race because the criminals have to find non-legitimate exchanges to help launder the money too.
But for these professional threat actor groups that function like a company, this is just buying leads. This is great. I mean, from like their perspective, they're just buying leads. If they can spend $15,000 for one lead instead of wasting 3 weeks of 5, 10, 15 people time, like their time, I think that's great from a business model perspective. Obviously illegal, but I guess we're just going to start seeing more and more of that.
It's like Glengarry Glen Ross. The leads are weak. But yeah, these
just from a CISO perspective, it's pretty hard to mitigate. I imagine Ben, thinking like when he was the CISO, how do you even mitigate that? How do you mitigate an employee receiving $50,000 to lose their 80 credentials?
It's the exact same thing that happened to Coinbase. Like you have to assume breach. You have to containerize it. You have to compartmentalize. And like in the case of Coinbase, they said they bribed this customer service person, but that customer service person had only access to only like 2% of the customer list. So it's not 100% and only enough privilege to do their job of, I don't know, resetting passwords or helping people with their account balances.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's just like this person that they bribed in Brazil, was this person a high-ranking IT official? Should they have had, privileged access to these systems? Yes, no, who knows? Is it just somebody at the help desk? Is it a customer service rep, a bank teller? Like, it all comes back to, privileged access.
Yeah. And do you know if they used tumblers to get the crypto? What do they use now? Like, would they use a tumbler for that?
Yeah, I mean, most people are still using Tornado Cash. That's the big one. Yeah,
it's illegal in the U.S., right?
Actually, I think it got struck down. I think I think the latest lawsuit said that Treasury overstepped their boundary. They're not allowed to do that, and I think they technically cannot sanction Tornado Cash right now. I forgot the exact legal reasoning. It says like you can't sanction an entire platform. You have to sanction specific people or specific wallets. It's something like that.
Finally.
I know. You have your anonymized...
Make crypto laundering great again.
Laundering services is now available again.
As long as casinos are legal, money tumblers should be legal. Or crypto tumblers.
I mean, I see the point of it, though. Like, it's dual use, just like cash. Cash can be used to finance terrorism. Cash can be used to buy a coffee down the street. And of course, there's going to be nefarious uses for it. And, like, if somebody values anonymity, like, let's say there's a political dissident that accepts cryptocurrency donations because, cash or PayPal is too risky, then, that...
Like Brian, for example.
Exactly. So that dissident then spends that Bitcoin at a local cafe. Like, well, if you can trace it, I know that this person bought something at this cafe. Therefore, I know about geographically where this person is. So if you use like a tumbler, and then you can mix up the money, and there's no way to trace it back to that person that values their anonymity.
Yep.
But then you have ransomware groups and terrorist organizations that do it too. So who knows? I don't know, Glenn, what are your feelings on money laundering regulations here in the U.S.?
Some of the things I think of is just what I would call electronic theft in general. And I don't think we're harsh enough on it. Like, I'm a former military guy, right? So I think punishment should be a little bit harsher for some things. Like, if you target a grandmother and you steal all her money, you should go to jail for a while. That's not something that should be taken lightly.
I mean, at least here in the U.S., we have a special classification for that called elder abuse. That it's not just, if you...
Yeah, but you have to catch the person. That's the problem, right?
Exactly. And the problem is a lot of these people operate in countries that we have no jurisdiction in.
Yeah. It'd be interesting, like, there's insurance for large corporations on cyber threat. I wonder if there's a market for cyber insurance for the elderly.
Yeah.
Be interesting.
If someone loses their life savings, you mean, to some kind of pig butchering scam or tech support scam.
Yeah, tech support scams, right? The ones that are like, hey, we've done all the right things. I've disabled all kinds of things on their phone to prevent that from happening, but yet they were creative enough to get around that. Like I said, stuff like that. I want to protect the adults and people in general, especially kids. Some adults, yes, they deserve it, but it's probably the same old adage, right? It's you remember Home Shopping Network? Like, how do you prevent someone from buying everything on the Home Shopping Network if they're just on it 24 hours a day? Like, how do you prevent that from happening?
That's Amazon, the equivalent of HSN today's Amazon.
Yeah, exactly.
It just changes. Same business model, just different name.
Yeah, I know.
So,
I know older people that just buy tons of stuff on Amazon and just get shipped right to their door. Like, do you really need 50 of these pencil holders? Like, no, but look how cheap they were. If I bought one, it was this price. If I bought 50, it was only a little bit more.
Yeah. Oh, it's fun. It's great.
Well, Glenn, you only have about 4 or 5 years of mental clarity left before we have to start disabling all the apps on your phone.
Well, that's why I was asking about it, right? So, what's the iOS setting that you can prevent yourself from clicking and doing stupid
screen time?
No, not screen time. It's the one where if you click on a link, lockdown mode. Yeah. I put myself on lockdown mode when I go to certain places. Like when I publicly travel, it's lockdown mode. Except for when I get on flights, you have to take it off of lockdown mode to get on a flight. So
You don't have to, only if you want to watch the in-flight movies and you're not smart enough to download and sync it beforehand.
well, I like to get on the internet if there's internet is available. It's like to me, it's like a privilege now instead of a nice to have. So
Yeah,
I'm
necessity.
spoiled. Yeah, it's like I feel. You ever get on a flight and it's 6 hours long and you're just like, oh my gosh, I'm so disconnected when you get off that flight.
No, they have a
Right.
very captive audience. American Airlines is $24 now. I remember when internet on airplanes used to be like $8, something
Yeah,
reasonable.
yeah.
24
Well, at that
bucks,
point,
even
you
if
might
it's
as well
like
buy-
a 3-hour flight.
Yeah, you might as well buy the pass,
The
at
pass,
that point
yeah.
for 24. Yeah,
That's probably what.
unless
they're
they raise the
going
pass
to.
price. So, yeah,
And unless it's Starlink, it's usually crap internet too.
it is. It is.
Yep.
How's the internet on Air Canada, Vic?
Well, it's okay, but I realized I don't know at what point, but it recently changed, and now with my status, I have it for free. So it's super convenient. You just walk in, you type in your whatever seat and your last name, and you just get it for free. It used to be very inconvenient because you had to put your credit card and you had to, pull your credit card from your bag, try to get it to work. It doesn't always work. Now you just connect to it and it just works, and it's fine. I think it's only one device, so I have to like shut down my phone if I want to use my laptop and back and forth. But for work, it's great. I use it for work all the time, especially with all the time I spend on the different planes.
And you hope it's not an evil twin attack and you're plugging your credit card number into a fake hotspot.
It's fine, dude. I'm just an end user. I have Cloudflare DDoS protection and secure DNS.
All right, for our third topic, this will be our boneheaded hacker story of the week. In what seemed like a marketing stunt gone wrong, a Kansas City man, Nicholas Closter, allegedly hacked into his local gym, accessed their IP camera network, deleted his profile picture, and changed his membership dues to $1 a month. If that wasn't enough, he then sent a taunting email to the gym owner stating that he did all of this and that the gym owner could hire him to keep bad people like him out. As if that were not bad enough, he posted a selfie of him with a screen showing the gym's camera on social media, bragging about his hack. He also allegedly hacked into a nonprofit organization using a boot disk to bypass authentication and stole a bunch of confidential customer information. This genius is facing up to 5 years in prison for various computer-related crimes.
So this is the opposite of. This is like dumb versus dumb, right? This is. It's like. Oh my god, where can you go with this? This is like ridiculously bad, like incriminating bad.
Yeah, I don't think this is very well thought out.
Yeah, like hire me. I broke into your computer systems, and by the way, I changed everything. It's like, ugh.
I think you watch too many movies where there's a movie,
Yeah.
the plot where someone hacks in and then they're like, the guy gets called in the office and they think they're going to get arrested. And then it's like, how would you like a job? Like
Yeah. Do we call him Kansas City Man now? Is there more Kansas City Man? Like Florida Man?
Yeah. Yeah,
But
I think there was
I think
another
most
story
people-
we did that some
But
guy
5
hacked
years
into-
though, so I don't get it. How does this guy get 5 years and someone who steals hundreds of thousands of dollars get nothing?
It's messed up.
Well, he was in Kansas, not California, Glenn.
That's a difference.
Yeah.
They actually prosecute people there.
Yeah. No, that's not true. Because everywhere else, you see cybercrime, and it's through the roof in some locations.
Yeah.
I guess it's depending on how much material you have or evidence that you have against the person. And this guy was self-incriminating the whole time.
I don't see how he gets a not guilty plea. I mean, not guilty verdict. Like this guy's got a plea down. Like they have him dead to rights.
Yeah.
At least on the face of it. You know, I'm not a
Do
lawyer.
they take away his ability to log into a computer for the next 20 years
Yeah.
because of this?
Like the movie Hackers.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes that's a
So-
condition of probation, right?
This guy's dumb. I don't.
I would argue that probably a lot of people don't know the different laws around this. If like we do, because we work in this field day in, day out, but some of these people that may or may not be script kiddies or just random people, they probably don't know. They probably don't think it's as bad because there's no physical harm, there's no violence. He doesn't steal much money. He just set his membership dues to $1. He probably thought, yeah, I'm gonna get a slap on the.
Dude, he's your age. He's 32.
I'm not 32, but yes.
or
yeah, I didn't say he was
he's
smart.
old enough. He's old enough. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's that struggle that we talk about all the time. Like, this guy's smart enough to hack into the IP camera network and change his dues to $1, but he's not smart enough to know not to post incriminating evidence of himself online or taunt.
But you may be giving him too much credit though, because a password could have been admin on that network, right?
Could be, yeah. You're right. It could be a script kiddie. Well, I mean, at some point, this guy got physical access to this nonprofit because he used a boot disk to bypass the login screen. So he had to have been able to socially engineer himself into this nonprofit server room.
Yeah, server room or a broom closet, right?
Broom closet with their server in it. Yeah.
Yeah, I've walked into many buildings and go, "Hey, there's there's a server in here." I wonder.
That's the bathroom server room.
Stick a USB key inside there. And it's next to the mop closet. Yeah, you know.
At my first job, we had a server in the bathroom. So that
gross.
Speaks to, yeah.
So gross.
It was on the shelf, like it was above, but still, that's what we had.
Gravity mounted to the cabinet. Is that what I hear?
It's an earthquake and it falls on whoever's using the toilet at that time.
Yeah.
It's still that way. I mean, it hasn't changed, Vic. I mean, lots of locations are exactly like that, other than the fact that may have replaced it with some firewall or some SD-WAN device sitting there. But you can still USB that. I mean, stick a USB in something like that. Maybe it's
probably like an old Cisco service. Yeah, it hasn't been patched in like 15 years.
Yeah, or some new company that left the USB, port open.
Yeah, speaking of physical security, this a couple of years ago, I literally saw an ATM machine at a grocery store, and it had a Cisco router sitting on top of it with all the Cat5 plugged into it, like just sitting on top, not in a locked box, not in a locked container, no, just sitting right on top. Just plug in there, span it, tap it, then just see all the traffic. Like that's not a machine you want that where you don't have enough physical security around it. Sure, you can protect the money, but you're not protecting the box that controls all the money.
Yeah, or just availability of the service. You could just unplug everything, and the people probably would have no expertise whatsoever to fix it. So
yeah.
You'd be down for a couple of days for sure.
Vic's thinking denial of service. I'm thinking embezzlement.
That's it. When I go over to your house, both of your houses, I'm just going to carry a USB stick and just plug it into your computer.
That's
see
true.
What happens.
I got my rack right here.
So.
What's a USB port? I didn't add any USB port when I built my computer.
The last time I built my computer, it had like 15 USB ports. Like the motherboards nowadays just have like so many ports.
Yeah, but they're in the back. Glenn doesn't know that. He just sees the front, right?
Oh, so you're a backdoor type of guy.
Just for USB.
All right.
I know we did a story a couple weeks ago about some guy that hacked into hospital systems and did the same thing. Like, I think she tried to drop some ransomware on it, and then I think set.
That was the pharmacist.
No, it wasn't the pharmacist. It was another hospital story.
There was another one.
But I also think it might have been in the Kansas City area too, or Oklahoma or something. So I don't know. Something in the water in that region gives people the gift of being able to hack, but not the gift of
South
knowing what not to do.
You're talking about the southern region in general?
Yeah, it's like Tola region, maybe, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's called Midwest.
Yeah, I guess so.
You You know what that story reminds me of? This morning, I got like 4 messages from 4 different people. They just sent me the same article. So there's this anti-government militia group that was arrested this morning in Montreal and surrounding areas. And the way they got caught is that they were posting all their like trainings on Instagram, which is hilarious. You're like an anti-government militia and you're just posting evidence every week, trying to recruit more people. And they had like hundreds of followers, if not thousands. So that reminded me of that, because this guy basically sent, hey, I hacked your systems, sent an email to the owner, and it's just awful, leaving evidence on purpose.
He thinks that's credibility, right? But it's just incriminating evidence.
Horrible.
Wonder if this anti-government group, was it like those Al-Qaeda videos where they got the monkey bars and they just have like guys jumping on it?
No, they were more like your white supremacist groups that you have in the U.S. I don't know how they're called, the 2%ers or something. I think there's like this group you guys have. They were very similar. Like,
but this is like PR for them. This is like a recruitment drive.
Yeah, they were trying to recruit.
That's hilarious.
It was only 4 guys. That's the hilarious part. It wasn't like a massive group. It was just 4 guys.
Well, they were looking to expand Vic before the government shut them down.
You should have just went just to go see what it was like.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Good way to end up on the no-fly list there.
Yeah.
All right, for our last topic, and it'll be a rotating topic every week. This week, we're going to talk about cruises, and we had Hajni on. He talked about his Disney cruise experience, but I thought this would be an interesting topic. So first of all, I think, Victor, you're looking to attend your first cruise. Is that correct?
I was looking into it. I was reading this morning, but then you sent that image and I saw some videos. Now I'm really scared of U.S. cruises.
Why?
It's like a Russian roulette.
One cruise line in particular.
And I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. But I feel like you guys are more experienced. So I asked, which ones should I avoid?
It's basically become a meme now, but it's true though. And I guess, Glenn, at your age, I guess you've attended a few cruises by now.
2 or 3. Yeah. Early on. Haven't been on one since 10 years now. But it was fun. I liked it. I like the fact that you get to see things without necessarily leaving. Like all the food you can eat. Not all the. You could buy the all drink package, or you can go, just buy at your own for each day. And I suggest just buy the drink package if you're gonna drink. If you're gonna drink more than 2 to 3 drinks a day, buy the drink package. So.
Just go all out, get blackout drunk. That's close.
Yeah, go. Yeah, well, not blackout drunk. It's like you go 2 or 3 a day, and you're like, yeah. For a 3-day cruise, I ended up with a $400 bill, and I should have just said, I think I'll just go with the all-inclusive drink package. Is what I should have done on that one. But I was trying to stay sober because I had younger kids with me at that time as well. But the wife and
how did you stay sober with $400 worth of alcohol?
Because they were really light. They just charge like $50 a drink. That's the problem. Is you buy one mixed drink and it's $50, and you're like, how did this happen? So my father-in-law looked at me kind of strange. It was like, because first he said, I'll pay for everything. I said, no, I'll pay for my alcohol. And then when we got the bill, the lady said $400. He kind of looked at my wife, and I was like, kind of had that note, like, what's going on? You saw me for 2-3 days.
These are 10 years ago prices. Cruise. I'm sure that's like
$1,000
right now.
Yeah. But I like it. I'll be honest with you. I did not care for the disembarkation at the ports, because they'll drop you off, but if you need to go anywhere, you have to pay money to go do something, right? So if you wanted to go do a tour,
so you have to hire
those are additional costs. Yeah, I would rather. I'll be honest with you, Vic. My thing is, I would rather not go on those, just to go, because you're with 1,000 other people that are from the cruise as well. So you don't get that. I would rather like take my own trip to those destinations and kind of do my own thing, as opposed to go with 1,000 people. What I did enjoy was, whatever was in that area, we would just walk around and go to the markets and stuff like that and then come back to the ship.
Yeah, like real cities, not just small ports with nothing to do, essentially.
Yeah, exactly. Like if it's a small port, forget it. I'm just staying on the ship. Like it's nice because when you stay on the ship, everybody's gone. You get the whole pool to yourself. Like it's very serene and quiet.
Your own private boat at that point. Your Jeff Bezos yacht. Yeah,
exactly. And then getting back on is just another, if you're late, if you're running late, you don't want to run late because the ship will leave. If it tells you it's leaving at noon, it's leaving.
12 o'clock.
They are not going to wait for you. So
yeah, good.
Don't be that guy. Yeah. So yeah. But I think the longest one I did was 6 nights, 7 days, and that was too long. I kind of got like, okay, I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty much like that on any trip. Like by day 4 or 5, it's like, I want to go. Let's go home. So.
Yeah.
Even in Hawaii.
What about
even
you?
In Hawaii. Yeah.
Even in Hawaii. What about you, Chris? Any cruises?
I've been on, I want to say 3. The last one I went to was more than 10 years ago. And I guess the whole meme thing that I sent to you is I guess relatively new. I think maybe a month ago or so, had this gigantic brawl, like an all-out fist fight at one of their terminals, and there's been videos posted online about their ships, and is being jokingly called the Section 8 of the seas, because I guess they're a more budget cruise line. Is very similar to how, like, when you see Spirit or Frontier, whenever you see a fight at the airport, it's always at a Frontier.
Spirit was the big latest one, right? At the terminal, it was an all-out fight. The only thing was missing was guns and knives because they were already inside the airport.
So, as a result of that, Carnival has issued new guidance, new rules for cruise lines, and I thought it'd be funny to at least talk about a few of them. So there's one for stricter drug enforcement. So it says, cannabis, even if it's legal in your home state, is banned on board under federal law. And the cruise I went on, we went with a few other couples, and one of the members that we went with liked to partake in recreation. I shouldn't say recreation. He had a medical card, so it was medicinal. You're
talking about Grace medicine. Look at this on board. You're talking about Grace. Come on.
And I guess the crew confiscated it without. I think he hid it in his sock drawer, and somehow the crew found it, and then he wrote a note, "Bring back my medicine! You stole my medicine!" And then I guess the next day it just showed up again. But I guess now there's official policy: Carnival Cruise Lines, no drugs, no, not even recreational, not.
Brittany Griner said that about when she was traveling to Russia, right? So it's medicinal.
Yeah, that didn't work out too well for her either. Fan restrictions. I thought this was a little odd. It says handheld non-battery fans are now prohibited due to safety concerns of the viral, quote, "wear them fans at" line dance. I'm not familiar with this, but I thought it was kind of weird to have a fan ban because it can get pretty hot. Like if you're in the Caribbean or Miami, like Mexico, like they get pretty hot. Like I'd want a fan, but okay. So there's some kind of safety concern about some kind of viral line dance.
But you know where fans came from, though, right?
Fans.
That's for menstruating older women that needed those fans.
Thank you for that lesson, Glenn. Not menstruating, menopausal. Menopausal, I think is what you're going for.
Yes,
Glenn.
Menopausal, not menstruating. Well, it could be that too. But
okay, yeah, and I mean, the age demographic that cruises appeal to, yeah, maybe these are menopausal women. But again, somebody had to ruin it because now there's this viral line dance that is posing safety concerns. I did not have to deal with this, but I can see how it could be really annoying. A Bluetooth speaker ban. Guests may no longer play their own music in public areas. The rules for comfort. I can get on board with that. I really dislike people that use Bluetooth speakers in public spaces, like use headphones.
Yeah, that makes no sense to me.
I don't care what kind of music you're listening to. I don't want to hear it. You can listen to whatever you want, but I don't want to.
I'm going to walk around listening to the podcast on blast on my Bluetooth speaker. See how everybody feels about that.
To Glenn's point, drink package enforcement. There's a 15 drink daily limit. They said this always existed, but was never enforced. And they said they're actually going to enforce this now. So for alcoholics like Glenn, you're cut off after 15.
My gosh, that's.
What are you going to do after 2:00, dude?
It's just like What time is it reset? I want my next one at 12 a.m.
Well, it's like now that you have kids over 21, well, they can get it now for you.
Yeah,
too.
that's
so
true.
like three.
Now I got to pay double though.
Times 15. Yeah, 4 of you at 15. That's 60 a day.
Yeah, but I have to pay for them. That's not. Yeah, they can buy their own liquor. So.
And then the last one, reduced music genre options. Though not officially banned, hip hop and rap appear to have been quietly removed from many ships' playlists.
Why is this being targeted to a certain demographic?
I don't know if it's about demographic. I think the demographic you're thinking of, Glenn, are the ones that appear in all these viral videos.
But when you talk about hip hop and what is it? Hip hop and what?
Hip hop and rap.
Yeah, they didn't say country. Right? They didn't say rock. They didn't say classic rock. They didn't say R&B.
No heavy metal.
They didn't say heavy metal. So, just saying, that's pretty rough on the music. I don't care what you listen to. It's just, yeah.
I guess there are not too many viral videos of cruise ships going into chaos where there's heavy metal playing in the background.
Huh.
I think there were also artists. I think it's tied to do some of these concerts on board. So they had hip hop rap artists come on board and have shows, and that's when it happened. So I think that's why they're tying it to a certain genre. It's not that it's the music itself; it's the artists, the concerts, and the people that went to those concerts. Yeah.
Attend these events. Yeah.
Okay.
I guess all the videos you've been seeing of Spirit and Frontier now happening on the ocean or at these cruise terminals, and you just got to adapt with the times.
It's funny.
New rules for that to stop.
How about this one? Just behave, everybody. Behave the way you're supposed to behave, not the way you were brought up. The way you're supposed to behave. How about that?
That's asking too much, Glenn. Yeah, I've been told, the Disney cruises are pretty good. Hajni said it was good as well, and I know Disney doesn't
mess around.
They don't play rapid hip hop.
Yeah, Disney doesn't mess around, and Disney's 5 times more than everybody else. So
exactly, yeah. So you're already gating out certain demographics by being 5 times more than.
Yeah.
And then I also heard that they do not offer an unlimited drink package as well, because that encourages certain behavior. Disney doesn't want that behavior, whether it's for revenue and profit or whether it's actually a good to not have drunk people on board. Jury's out on that one, but you make your own choice.
Yeah, they have the same problem at Disneyland. You can't buy like a fistful or a handful of liquor. It's like 1 or 2 per person. At
How do you know?
Huh? Because it's been a while.
He's tried.
It's been a while, but I've tried. Can I have 4? And they're like, can I have 4? And they're like, where's the other person? And I'm like, damn, she's standing right there.
Glenn clause.
Yeah, I know. It's a Glenn clause on that one.
It's like at a ball game. Like you can carry 2. You finish them, you come back, you get another 2. Like they don't tie it to your ID. I went to a movie theater once that actually served alcohol. This is a new experience for me. Like I didn't know this is a thing where you could actually buy alcohol at a movie theater. And they actually scan your ID. So I think a buddy of mine and I went and we're like, we'll get 2. And then we came back, we'll get 2. And then we came back and get 2. Like, no, you guys are done for the night. We already scanned you. Yeah, so they keep track of you that way. Well, we continue great comments about our dad joke of the week.
Dad joke of the week.
This week, our guest, Victor, is...
Oh, God, Vic is up. Come on now.
Ran
somewhere.
Don't run anywhere. So, did you guys hear about the new Trump brand coffee? It's called MAGA. Make Americano Great Again.
Make America. Wah, wah, wah.
It's actually the story about the Americano. Victor might know this, but I think it was during World War II. American GIs in Italy were drinking the espresso and like, oh, this is too strong. And then the local Italians like, well, we'll water it down. We'll just add water to this espresso, and then thus became the Americano.
That makes sense.
Watered down espresso.
Stinking Americans.
Yeah. All right, to wrap things up, watch out for Ledger phishing emails. The weakest link is still the user. Don't hack into your potential customers, and is the Section 8 of the C's. That's all I have for this week. Oh, and Glenn's hitting the smelling salts.
Lost it. It's gone. I need a new one.
That's all I have for this week. We hope you enjoyed this week's episode. Find us all on LinkedIn. Links will be in the description. Follow us on Instagram at PEBCAK Podcast. Thank you to our listeners and subscribers. Rate us 5 stars in the iTunes Store on Spotify and left us a review. We appreciate you all spreading the word to help grow the show. The best way to find us is to search for the PEBCAK Podcast on your favorite podcast listening app. My co-host Glenn Medina and our guest Victor DeLuca. I'm Chris Louie. Thanks for listening. We'll see you all next week. And as always, have a nice day.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia.
Have a nice day.